2001 introduced the first console iteration of Super Monkey Ball, a ball physics-based puzzle game where you are a monkey inside a ball getting from point A to point B. Unfortunately, the Gamecube was the only place to play the series at the time, so Sega decided to diversify in 2005 with Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. The game found its home on the PlayStation 2 and the Xbox. So you might be wondering two reasons. Kelpie, why are you talking about Monkey Ball on the Gamecube when there wasn't a deluxe version on the Gamecube? And two, why are you eating bananas if you don't like bananas? I really don't like bananas. Nasty. So that's why we're gonna go in today's Port vs. Port, a video series highlighting the differences and similarities of the vanilla and port versions of a single title. Alright, maybe this is not as bad. Maybe I'm part monkey. Roll the intro, let's talk about Monkey Ball on the Gamecube, the PS2, and the Xbox, because quite frankly, we need to talk about it. The best way to describe Deluxe is pretty simple. Deluxe showcases the best parts of Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2. 300 levels at your disposal with a ton of minigames such as Monkey Target and Monkey Soccer. The recently announced Banana Mania will include stages from Deluxe, so it's nice to know these will not be exclusive to this version anymore. What makes Deluxe so intriguing is that both the PS2 and Xbox versions are ports of the original Gamecube title, but not by name. The UI, the story elements with Dr. Bad Boon, and minigames are all straight from Monkey Ball 2 with updated features. So since we have ports of the original Monkey Ball 2, these titles are better by default, right? While differences are banana split. These may squash any expectations you have for either version. Both the PS2 version as well as the Xbox released the same day for both consoles in 2005. I mentioned prior that Deluxe was a port of Monkey Ball 2, and that holds true. Many of the gameplay elements of party games are carried over, but this is just surface level. As we dive deeper, Deluxe begins to show its monumental flaws with its shoddy optimization and missing audio files. Beginning with the main menu, this is the same as Monkey Ball 2 with very little change other than a different menu theme. The settings on the PS2 allow this to be played in 480i widescreen, which is a welcome feature during this era. You can toggle this feature in the game settings from 4x3 just to make sure to have it so it permanently stays that way. Unfortunately, this is the only positive that the PS2 Deluxe has to offer. Upon launching, Story Mode reveals one of the most baffling visual choices I've seen in this port vs. port series. The opening FMV is running at 30 frames with a desaturated image and muted colors. The kicker about this change is that the FMV is an in-game cutscene from Super Monkey Ball 2 converted into a lower resolution and color detail. Why this change occurred baffles me to no end. However, it's pretty horrendous to watch. The problem begins to continue with the different courses stuttering during each single selection. This brings the fast-paced nature of the Gamecube version, which allows you to select your course, play it and finish it and move on to the next, while on the PS2, you have to wait during each segment. I almost had to put this version down entirely due to how much I felt the game was wasting my time with these long load times and stuttering. The gameplay is even worse, running at 30 frames, a first in the series. Every Monkey Ball aside from the Game Boy Advance has been running at 60, and to see this version run anything but is not only laughable but appalling. Monkey Ball has always prided itself on using quick wits and tight controls to give you a satisfying conclusion when you beat each course. This change from 60 to 30 might not seem significant, but when you consider that every second counts during the courses, this objectively ruins the experience in almost every way. Did I also mention that the analog controls have a horrible dead zone that does not have the precise controls that Monkey Ball is known for? On levels that have a narrow passage towards the goal or required precise movement to advance, you are almost guaranteed to fall due to how significant the dead zone is. Audio is also ruined as well with a significant amount of compression on sound effects. audio recordings of the actual monkeys, and even missing sound effects. When you go through your course on any Gamecube version, you are gifted with that satisfying whirring sound when rotating your ball in any speedy direction. That same sound is missing entirely in this version, and in subsegments you are left with nothing but silence. I wish I had more positive aspects to talk about Deluxe PS2, but I can't find any redeemable qualities other than a widescreen. When a version exists that ruins the primary objective that the game stands for, it fails in every aspect to deliver a positive experience. If you want a better and satisfying experience for Deluxe, I might have something here for you, but that might not be saying much either. Xbox Deluxe does not fall far from the banana tree, and in this case has similar problems with the PS2. It is a ripe banana. It tastes pretty decent too, especially if you like Cuban plátanos con un poquitito de lengua. Anyways, the Xbox does have the advantages over the PS2 other than just being a better piece of hardware. Xbox titles of this generation hold a better frame rate at 60, crisper visuals, and fluid animation. This change brings Monkey Ball back to its full 60 FPS status. Monkey Ball thrives on the fast-paced levels to pressure the player's reaction time. Frame rate is the prime medium to deliver this fidelity. Audio does sound slightly better thanks to the hardware, but considering what compression was made to these versions, that might not be much of a compliment. Sound effects like the whirring from your ball sliding down are still missing, like in the PS2, having traces of being a botched version. The positives of the Xbox version come to a halt here. It retains the so-called FMVs from the Gamecube, the same amount of minigames as the PS2, and no addition of widescreen is in sight. This is a much better version than the PS2 counterpart, but what can we expect since Deluxe is lacking in almost a lot of different categories? For those who want to play a more concise and consistent version of Monkey Ball, you will find a nice place to relax on the Xbox and a home to stay on the Gamecube. But how does this compare to the PS2 or even the Gamecube? To end the video, let's go to classic port versus port fashion to see which version works for you. And hey, I know there's some of you who prefer the PS2 version, so let us see how that compares side by side. Go! Our favorite combination of monkeys and balls. I'm still eating this banana here. I actually didn't know that Monkey Ball Deluxe actually started on the Gamecube, and then eventually they basically took the UI, some of the elements of the game, and brought that over to Deluxe, but it kind of makes sense since Sega's trying to diversify. So it was nice to really look at this version, see what it is, and as someone who's very, very new to the Monkey Ball series, even though I've heard about it for years, feels nice to go bananas. Thank you guys so much for looking at the video. If you are interested, if you can like, subscribe, and comment, it always helps the channel. And if you're looking to help the channel a little bit more so we can get more equipment and stuff like that, thanks to these people right here where I'm pointing my banana, I want to thank them for supporting the channel and using the join subscription, using emotes and different elements like that to really bring up the channel. And also, if you want to see more Port vs. Ports or other videos I do, YouTube has a couple of recommendations that I think you'll like. Thank you guys so much. Get bananas, get crazy for Banana Mania, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty goddamn hyped. I love my bananas. Now I do, apparently. See you later.